What's up, y'all? I've seen a lot of cops today. I saw one. I did that video of the baby crying synced in the library a minute ago, and then I saw a cop on the way home. Meet me at an intersection. It's been seeing cops at intersections all day. Yeah, I walked into the library. It was quiet when I walk in. And then I go over to the DVD section where I always go when I go in there. I walk up to it and I stop walking. And right at that moment, I hear his baby start crying. So I didn't catch it synchronizing on the video, but you can hear the baby crying on the video though. It started crying right at that moment. I see a bunch of sink heads out my window right now. And I hear this loud truck out there. It's probably a sink head. The wind is windy out there, and the wind was sinking a bunch of times. There's lawnmowers out there sinking. Bunch of sink tard shit. People walking around with their children sinking. It's like, I don't know how to react. I don't know how to interact with people anymore because everybody's a crisis actor around me. It's like every interaction I have is fake on one level or another, at least. It's like, even if I try to have like a real conversation with somebody, they're gonna do directed conversation shit. And then it's like the only real people I talk to is like online through texting. Like, I want to hang out with a real person one time. Fucking smoke a blunt with a real person or something. Just hang out. But I don't know where they're at though. There might be some real people around here, but I don't know where they're at. I just see a bunch of fake crisis actor sinkheads around me. And then I text child predators I'm trying to catch. So it's like I sit in my apartment, texting child predators all day, and then I go outside, and then I'm surrounded by a bunch of fake crisis actor sinkheads, and a bunch of loud trucks revving their engines synced and shit. Babies crying synced and shit. Just every day is that. It's like, where's the real people at? I want to like have a conversation and like hug a real person one time, but I don't know where they're at. So I feel like my brain is like broken in a way. Is like I like solitude and I like being by myself and stuff, but like I also like social interaction. You know, I'm a human being. I like social interaction with people, but not if they're doing fake directed conversations and shit. That's weird. It's fucked up, man. It was like the only real interactions I have with people is like through like Twitter posts and comments and DMs and stuff. So basically, I just talk to myself all day and text child predators, disgusting child predators, sending me dick pics and shit. And then I go outside and there's people doing direct conversations and coughing sync and shit. Like, is there any real people anywhere? Where are they at? I don't know. It's like 90 degrees today. I was just like standing outside my apartment. And this guy from my apartment building comes up, like takes the trash out. And he's like, when he walks by me, he's like, "It's hot out here." They're always saying hot synced and cold synced. So whenever it's hot outside, they're just like, "It's hot. It's hot today, huh?" Or they'll be like, "Is it warming up out there?" There's been a bunch of sirens lately, and there's been a bunch of planes flying over my apartment that I assume most of them are stalking me. I haven't seen any of them, or I saw one of them the other day was flying right over my head. And then the other night, I was taking a shit, and there's a plane or a helicopter flying over. Pretty sure it was stalking me. As I'm sitting on the toilet. So not to come on here be a complainer again, but it's a lot to complain about. It's fucked up shit. The baby's crying synced. Fucked up. Oh, that video I did this morning, the garbage truck, at, like toward the end of it, when I was walking by the guy with the leaf blower, the garbage truck just stops on the street for no reason. I guess it was because he was like waiting for the leaf. He thought the leaf blower guy was gonna cross the street or something. I guess that's why maybe. But he was just standing there though. He wasn't walking. He was just standing there the whole time. It was like the garbage truck just stops for no reason. Like, why did he stop? There was nothing in front of him. There's no cars in front of him. You just stop because I walk by the crosswalk. Yeah, I already said this, but the last like week or a couple of weeks, occasionally there'll be people that'll be like, "Don't sink," as they drive by me synced, or they'll be like, "Don't sink on me." There's this one car pulled up and they're like, "Am I synced? Oh, am I synced?" Yep, they sensitized me to everything. Literally everything. Like literally everything. Like bags floating in the wind and lightning and thunder. And everything. Uh, just keeps going and going. The sinkhole is infinite. The mall, the mall, the mall here is pretty chill actually, because our mall is like dead. Like there's like a bunch of like empty, like vacant uh, spaces where there's no business, and then like most people don't really go to the mall these days, except Target. If I go into Target, it's soccered up. But if I'm just in the mall area though, like other than Target or like the food court or like one of the super busy stores, it probably depends on the day too. But like this one day I was at the mall though, and it was like not a lot of people there. Like I was there for a long time. I was just like sitting on this bench there. I just heard my neighbor cough. It's probably seen. There wasn't a lot of people there though that day. But the ones I did see were stalkered up though, of course. And like these people were like walking around a bunch of times. Like I guess they're like walking for exercise. There's like this old lady, and then she like had some friends with her when she came back. And they're just like walking around in circles, synced. And then there was a baby crying that day. Like when I got up and left the mall, like I was sitting there because I was texting his child predator, Jim Green, the guy that I caught recently. That was like the first time that I was like went out to try to meet him, and I was just like sitting in there like waiting for him to text me back so I could meet him there because the mall's like all the way across town. So I was just like waiting for him so I don't gotta walk back. But then he didn't text me back though, so I left. And when I get up and leave, there's a baby crying synced. Or not, I think it was like a toddler that time, but he's crying synced. And he's like actually crying. They have me hooked on some torture electronic device that keeps repeating it and pressing on different nerves in my body. There's the other night where I was laying in bed, and it was like I was getting itchy on all these different points in my body. So it was like my elbow, and then like my hand, or what it is, just like all these different places on my body. It's just like I get itchy, and then I would rub it, and then I would get itchy somewhere else. It just like kept happening over and over. Like I would get itchy on my elbow, and then like my head, or just where I forget what all the places were, but it just like kept happening though. It's like they're directing different points in my body and making me itchy. And then the other night when I was recording, I think it's on my Cat the Glitch channel, when I was recording at night, and I walk up to the bridge, and right at the start of the bridge there was like a stinging in the back of my leg, like back of my knee, or behind the back of my leg, like a stinging, like I got stung by a bee or something, just like right when I walk up to the bridge. And that's happened before too. I'll get like a stinging thing, but I usually just get like the ringing in the ears though. That happened a couple of times a day. Church bells, babies crying, people being fake. Yep. You get church bells too? Birds, lawnmowers, FedEx trucks, mailman, animals. Yep. You sound like me. You got some videos on your channel? I don't know if I've ever heard anyone else mention church bells or babies crying saint or, well, Hoodie Ross says that he gets synced weather. Synced wind and lightning and thunder. So he's like the only other one that has said that I've heard. Yeah, it's all types of shit sinking out here. It's like everything except the trees and the grass. Everything else sinks. Somebody just sent me $1 on Cash App. That's lit. That video I was doing this morning though, there's like this piece of trash, whatever, on the ground, like a piece of paper or cardboard or something, and the wind like blew it, and then it like stops next to me, and it's like at the place where they always sink to, and there's a truck driving by me at the same time when I walk by it. The wind will just blow things around synced. Like one day there's this piece of cardboard on the ground, or like two boxes on the ground, and they're like, the wind was blowing them around synced a bunch of times, like as I walk by them, or like as I'm approaching them, and then like when I walk by it, the box is just sitting there, and I'm like, it's gonna blow away right when I walk by it, right? And then it does right when I walk by it, and then like they keep sinking after I walk by them. I keep hearing them blowing around and sink. They'll noise harass me with, or that time anyway, it was like they're noise harassing me with the boxes. With the wind moving the boxes around. And it sounds so retarded coming out of my mouth, because it is. It's extremely retarded, but it's real though. It's like, how can I even get mad at, like, what am I gonna get mad at a box? All I can do is laugh at it, really. Like, even if I convince all my stalkers that stalking is evil and they should all quit, and that I convince them all to quit, there's nobody stalking me anymore, there's still gonna be birds stalking me, there's still gonna be babies crying synced, and there's still gonna be dogs barking synced, there's still gonna be wind and lightning and thunder synced, and the street lights are still gonna sync. Just can't escape the sync, and my dreams are still gonna be synced. So I'm trapped in the sinkhole. Got $0 currently. Somebody just sent me $1 on Cash App, so I got $1, I guess. Well, I don't know how much. There's a Cash App fee, so I probably got like 50 cents or something. So hit the Cash App, PayPal, click the share button, vote for Hellcat 2028. So I'm trying to be president so I can get a private jet and fly somewhere where it's not synced. Do you hear my neighbor coughing? It's synced. Oh yeah, but like the one guy that came out today and said it's hot. Like he came out like right after I come out of my apartment. He walks by me, he's like, it's hot out here. And then when I was going back in my apartment, like after I left the library, going back in my apartment, and then he's sinking again on me, like going in his apartment next to me. And then the other day, or the other night, when I leave my apartment, the pedophile guy was walking out of his apartment as I was walking out of my apartment. And then when I come back inside, like an hour later or whatever, he's like talking to his cat. He's always doing it synced. Like as I come back into my apartment. So it's like when I leave and then when I come back, they'll like the same person will be syncing on me sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it'll be like that. It'll be like the same, or not the same exact thing, but like the same person is syncing on me, or like maybe the same exact thing is happening, or like, you know, just whatever. It's like repetitive, you know what I mean? Or it's like a loud truck is driving by me when I leave, and then a loud truck is driving by me as I come back in the door. Things like that. See a bunch of black cars syncing with each other outside right now. One of them's coming in the parking lot, one of them's leaving the parking lot at the same time. And then that video I posted yesterday with the cop, like I just saw this cop, he had someone pulled over on the side of the street. I didn't see him get pulled over. Like he already had him pulled over. But then he walks away and gets in his car when I walk up to the intersection. And then, but then when I got across the intersection though, there was this car driving by and the license plate said overseer. I thought that was weird. It was just a weird license plate in general. Like, why do you have that on your car? I was just choked on my food and died. Whew. Did you hear my refrigerator? What is that? Yeah. My phone's really hot right now. There's a motorcycle driving through the intersection right now. I'm seeing a lot of synced motorcycles lately, but it's summertime too, you know. But they're all synced. Every time I see one, it's a bunch of loud motorcycles. They're all synced. I don't know if you can hear that engine sound right now. It was right when I took a bite of food. So I don't know why Denzel Washington is talking shit in my comments. The fuck, Denzel? I wonder though, for real, if celebrities actually do watch target individual channels. And like, if my video gets like 100 views, does it actually have like 100 million views? Like, are all the stalkers watching my channel? Or what? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's more views than it says there is. I just saw a bunch of black cars synced up with each other again right now. Anyway, hit the Cash App, PayPal if you can. Click the share button. I'm out.